Hi, I'm Christina Beltramini. I'm head of growth at the Aave companies. We are a Web3 software developer focused on open source protocols, most commonly known for the Aave protocol, but now we are building and we've launched decentralized social media through Lens protocol.
So what do you think the benefits are of Web3 social over Web2?
It's very clear. We have 10 years of learning from Web2 social where our data has been used in ways that we don't agree, and we don't have portability of our social networks as well as the content that we put online. I like to say that we're renting our space on Web2 social. In Web3 social, we can really own that, and we can have the true ability to choose what platforms we want to use and are not gatekept due to moats.
It was really interesting what we were just saying before, where you're saying that just like with Aave, you're starting off centralized, then move into a more decentralized platform. Do you think that's important for companies to go that way, even in Web3?
Yeah, I think social media, like finance, our digital assets and content and relationships have real value and should be a public good and within the public domain in how it's governed long term.
Brilliant. So what do you think the future of Web3 social is?
I think the future of Web3 social is more choice. We won't just have 2 or 3 platforms that we have to use. We will have the ability to choose what platforms serve us. Developers will be able to build applications for the sake of the user experience versus bootstrapping networks and trying to grow moats themselves to be able to capture users' attention.
So you're welcoming of competition within this space then, I assume?
Lens protocol will, be the protocol that many applications will be built on. We look to provide the best experience for developers to build, different types of products that really differentiate from Web 2.
Brilliant. So the adoption of Lens over the last 12 months has been going great. Like, how's that been to manage?
Last 8 weeks, actually, which is pretty crazy. We're still in beta. We launched a manifesto in January where we had people were able to really respond to that and sign it if they believed in the future of social media. And right now, after we launched, it's open to only those people to be able to mint profiles. We have 40,000 profiles that have been minted. We've progressively now been welcoming different types of communities within Web3 to mint their profiles, but 40,000 in beta in 6 weeks. And most interestingly, $200,000 has been raised by the protocol through creators using interesting monetization tools available on Lens, with Lens taking no cut of that money.
Can you just give us a bit more information into what sort of things those are? Yeah,
so for example, on Lens, when you post your content online, you're actually able to set a fee for it to be collected. So in Web2 social, because large companies own that data, you're not actually able to monetize it. So for example, I could post, and I have posted, pictures from my travels on Lens. People have collected that, and I've been able to make, $15 as, just a regular user for the content that I'm putting online. And an even more extreme example was, Pussy Riot decided to drop NFTs on Lens around legal abortion with the Roe versus Wade decision in the US to raise funds and to really showcase proof of protest on social. She did that on Lens because it was a safe place where she wouldn't be punished by a big company for expressing her views, but at the same time she was able to raise $110,000 in 72 hours, which is pretty groundbreaking.
That's
with 3
amazing.
Posts. It was insane.
That's amazing. I mean, there's been a lot of talk of Web3 being able to help create social change around creating DAOs for a cause. Obviously, there's quite a bit of work involved for that, so the grassroots side, being able to do that on a social platform, that sounds incredible.
And even more so on Lens, you have a follower graph, and you can actually bootstrap a DAO based on your follower graph. It can be, maybe the first 20 people that follow you, the first 50 people, it can be the first 20 people, or people who own a certain NFT of yours. It's a very dynamic protocol that's going to allow for a lot of really interesting opportunities for communities and people to come together online.
That sounds very, very cool. What are some of the most requested features that you've been seeing?
I think right now, people really see the value of being able to digitally flow with their content and social graph. Longer term, the features that we're going to need more of is monetization, creator monetization features that really allow the emerging creator economy to actually have a sustainable way of growing their businesses that they have control over.
Brilliant. So, I mean, I'm hearing almost from every single person the importance of UX in Web3, and it's not currently viable in order to get more Web2 users. How are you looking to address that, and do you agree that the UX in Web3 needs to be improved?
I think everyone agrees that we still need a lot more usability to bring in that next 1 billion users online. On our side, we're building a front end that will be launching in the next few months, and the idea behind that is we have more control. While we do want there to be a number of applications on Lens and everyone to have choice, we want to also have a reference point where we can innovate ourselves in improving that usability for the benefit of the ecosystem and continuing to onboard.
So that was going to be my final thing, is what as an ecosystem needs to be done to get those next 1 billion people?
Usability and valuable products. I was at TikTok before when people thought that Instagram was never going to be disrupted, but at the end of the day, TikTok provided a valuable product to creators that really differentiated, and I think we have Web3 rails that will really allow us to do that, and where value goes, audiences flow, and so I think at the end of the day, if we continue to innovate in ways that allow people to have more ownership, to make money, they will bring their communities with them.
Fantastic. So what should people be looking out for with Lens?
I think everyone should be looking out for our front end in the next few months and continuing to monitor the ecosystem, and when we go live on public mint to start testing out the monetization tools.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.